I would say if you're appearing for any exam, any competitive exam, you are appearing for an English exam, an international exam like IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge exam. Okay, if you're appearing for some kind of competitive exam in India or in your country, any kind of national level competitive exam, you have to master. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of improving your English, especially vocabulary. So, today's lesson is going to focus on improving your vocabulary. Not just improving, but mastering your vocabulary all over, all rounder, becoming an all rounder when it comes to English vocabulary. Now, I'm going to tell you the 7 ingredients of English vocabulary that you must master in order to develop a really high vocabulary, which is going to help you speak fluently in English. Now, 7 ingredients of vocabulary? Yes, believe me, when you think that vocabulary is just words, you are mistaken. It's not like that. Today, I'm going to tell you how you can improve your vocabulary to its full potential. If you're thinking that you are improving your vocabulary, you're learning words, still you're not able to see that much improvement that there must be, then this video is going to be the solution for you. And you are going to get to the advanced level from intermediate to advanced in just one go. Are you ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any lesson that I post for you on this channel. Also, like the video and share it with your friends too. Now, coming back to today's lesson, the 7 ingredients of English vocabulary. The vocabulary improving master plan. Now, what is this master plan and what are these 7 ingredients that you must actually mix in the equal proportion, in the right proportion, in order to have impeccable English speaking skills and awesome vocabulary. A vocabulary that is there with you on the advanced level vocabulary. Now, I'm going to tell you about the 7 ingredients before beginning. I would like to also tell you one thing, that just words, learning words is not vocabulary. A lot of times you must think that words are vocabulary. You have learned a word, that's equivalent to vocabulary. Learning new words equivalent to improving vocabulary. Well, it's a part of your vocabulary enhancement, but it's not the 100% of your vocab. No, words are just a part. Then what is the 100% of the vocabulary? So the ingredients that I'm going to tell you today, they make the 100% of your vocabulary. Now let's begin with all the ingredients now. So these ingredients are actually different types of vocabulary. The division of vocabulary into different categories of vocabulary that you can learn. So vocabulary is made up of different categories. Let's explore each and every category, and let's begin with the category, or you can say ingredient number 1. So the ingredient number 1 is your basic everyday words. Yes, that's your ingredient number 1, your everyday words that you use. Everyday words can be your easy words, survival English words. It can also be your advanced words. Basically, your adjectives, your nouns, your adverbs, your verbs. These are the words which make up English language. When you form a sentence, what are you using? You're using certain words in that particular sentence. And for example, you're using a verb. For example, you're saying, I'm going to the market. So what are you using? You're using a verb, you're using a noun, the name of a place, that's noun. You're using different words. Market is a word, going is a word. She has been given a prestigious award. These are what? These are words, right? So what you're doing is, the words that you're learning, that's your basic vocabulary. Now this is just the category number 1, the ingredient number 1. So the rest of the 6 ingredients are extremely important, because the words that you're learning, the difficult words that you're learning, that's just the ingredient number 1 of learning vocabulary, of mastering your vocabulary. So I'm sure you must be curious about knowing what are the other 6 ingredients? So first, let me finish explaining in details about the category number 1. As I've said, your basic everyday words, your advanced words, basically words, new words, difficult words, whatever you call them, they are your ingredient number 1. And ingredient number 1, why? Because they are the basic vocabulary, basis, like a base of vocabulary on which you are going to build your complete English, and other ingredients will add up to this particular base of words that you are creating. So definitely ingredient number 1 is the most important ingredient that you cannot skip, but this is just ingredient number 1, that are the words that you're learning. The ingredient number 2, or the category number 2, as you can say, is collocations. Now, collocations. What are collocations? Collocations are also known as fixed phrases or fixed expressions. Basically, they are a group of words that goes together every time you speak English. For example, make plans. You always make plans. You don't create plans or organize plans. No, you make plans. So make plans, that's a collocation. Collocations are often just two words that always go together, two words that make sense together. So they are collocations and they are fixed. Two words which comes together and they are fixed. They would never change. These words will never change wherever they are coming in the sentence. For example, fix a date. You always fix a date to make some plans on a particular day, on a particular date. So fix a date. This is a fixed phrase, but this is made up of just two words, fix a date. So you'll consider it as a collocation. So please improve your vocabulary, and while you're improving it, you have to pay attention to collocations because they help you form correct sentences, and they help you form sentences easily. When you master your collocations, you're able to form sentences in the correct manner, because half of the times when you're using a collocation, you are going to automatically use some correct grammar without even acknowledging it that you are using correct grammar. So collocations help you form correct sentences too. That's why collocations are important for you to master while learning new vocabulary. Number 3, ingredient number 3, or the category number 3, that's idioms. Yes, idioms are important because idioms are a part of spoken language, day-to-day language. And in English, a lot of idioms are used in written language, in the media that you're watching, that's your movies, right, web series, you're listening to songs, you're listening to audios. All of this content is going to have what? Idioms, because idioms are commonly used in spoken English. Idioms are commonly used in the authentic English learning material, and they are also used by almost all the fluent English speaker, native English speaker, not just native English speaker, but a lot of times fluent English speaker and advanced English speaker, they use idioms. Especially common idioms. There are some common idioms that are used in day-to-day life. So you need to learn those idioms. You need to master idioms too. You cannot neglect idioms thinking that just words, they are going to help you. You need to master idioms too. And idioms are a part of vocabulary. That's a part of vocabulary. So ingredient number 3, idioms are equally important as learning new words. That's why I say you can also learn one new idiom every day while you're learning a word. So idioms are important. Go learn some commonly used idioms, the most commonly used idioms that you might find in a book, in a newspaper, any written material, anything that you're listening to. So master your idioms. It's important. So have a particular playlist on idioms and expressions. Go check out this playlist. From there you can get lots and lots of idioms to learn and master. Ingredient number 4. Ingredient number 4, they are the slangs. Slangs, yes. Ingredient number 4 is slangs. You need to master slangs. What are slangs? Well, slangs are basically the informal form of English. You will not find it much in written English because this is what has been developed while speaking. A lot of people, they use these particular words and hence they are filtered into spoken English, spoken language. For example, the word sick, that's so sick, is a slang to say that's amazing, that's absolutely mind-blowing, and that's a particular slang, right? To be in your golden era. So that golden era is again a slang. the golden era. That's a slang word to say she is or he is in the best time of her life right now. Like the golden era, whatever the work they are doing it at the utmost quality, and they might be getting recognition for that. It might be related to studies, whatever it is, you're praising the person and the work that they are doing. So he or she is living in their golden era. So these are like slangs, certain slangs that are used, and these slangs are common in spoken day-to-day language. A lot of times slangs, they come from common culture, right? So slangs that are used in America might be different, slangs that are used in British English, that might be different. So mastering slangs is important. I'm not saying you have to go deep and you have to master every slang related to culture. No, master slangs that are used worldwide. For example, that's so sick is a particular example of a slang that is used worldwide. So common English slangs that are used all over the world by almost every English speaker, you need to master that. You need to master those slangs so that you can appear cool while speaking English. Yes, because in this era of technology, usage of slangs has been increased. That's why master slangs too. Number 5. Number 5 are the phrasal verbs. Now, phrasal verbs are very important for you if you are learning English for professional and academic purpose. If you are going to appear for an exam like IELTS or maybe a Cambridge CAE exam, maybe TOEFL, you need to master phrasal verb. For any competitive international or national level exam, you need to master phrasal verb. Even phrasal verbs are used in day-to-day normal conversation and written material of English. They are used in movies and everything. Phrasal verbs are a symbol of advanced vocabulary, C1 and C2 level of vocabulary. So if you want to reach advanced level, definitely learn phrasal verbs. Now, what are phrasal verbs exactly? Phrasal verbs are basically a verb followed by a preposition. For example, take away. Take, a verb followed by a preposition, away. So take away is basically, it's not you're taking something away. No, take away is used for the food that you take home, right? You're taking a food item at home and then you're eating it at home from a restaurant. You're not dining in. Now, dine in is again a phrasal verb, right? Dine in means you are eating something at the place from where you have ordered it, right? In the restaurant, right? Another example can be take off, right? Jump in. These are phrasal verbs, a verb followed by a preposition. And phrasal verbs are very important for your formal English, conversational English, also any kind of exam. For any kind of exam, international, national level of English exams, you need to master phrasal verb. So that's very important for you to master. It's a very important ingredient of vocabulary. Number 6. Ingredient number 6. Now, ingredient number 6 are actually my favorite. They are the loan words. Loan words. Now, there are lots of words in English which have been taken from other languages, right? So the words, due to trade, due to globalization, due to industrialization, due to the development of language over certain centuries, since 13th century till date, what we are speaking right now, language has gone through so many changes, especially English language. And there are so many loan words which have been adopted into English language. That's why I say master loan words. There are French loan words, Spanish loan words, Indian loan words, Dutch loan words. There are so many loan words in English language. And it's vice versa. Other languages have also taken words from different languages. It's not like that English is the only language in the world which has taken loan words. No. Languages in general, they have loan words, some loan words with them. Again, I've told you, because we are living in a global world due to globalization, due to communication, right? The word communication, that's why. And I think it's a very healthy way of developing this cultural unity to take loan words and to give some words to different language. I find this particular idea to be absolutely beautiful. That's why learn loan words, because they can come in day-to-day English. They can come in your English, and the most important reason to master them is the pronunciation. For example, it's gourmet, not gourmet, right? It's gourmet. That's a French loan word. So that's why master loan words to have awesome vocabulary. Ingredient number 7. Well, ingredient number 7 or the category number 7, that's the antonyms and synonyms, right? Antonyms and synonyms are very important. So when you learn a word, it's important to learn synonyms, the similar meaning words, words that are similar in meaning to that particular word, so that you understand how to use it, and you also have various words with you that you can replace it with according to the context. Similarly, when you learn antonyms, again you are enriching your vocabulary. So one word is going to help you a lot if you also master antonyms and synonyms. It's very important for you to master them. Again, I would say, if you're appearing for any exam, any competitive exam, you are appearing for an English exam, an international exam like IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge exam. Okay, if you're appearing for some kind of competitive exam in India or in your country, any kind of national level competitive exam, you have to master antonyms and synonyms, just like phrasal verb. They are very important part of competitive English and the English that you are marked upon. So that's why I say master antonyms and synonyms. They're going to help you improve your vocabulary and understanding of English and how to use words in a sentence. So master them for a perfect vocabulary. So these are the 7 ingredients, 7 categories of vocabulary that you need to master in order to have a perfect vocabulary. Yes. So you want to have a perfect vocabulary, master these 7 types of category that I have told you about right now in the video. Earlier, when I used to say vocabulary, what did you think about? I'm sure you must have thought about words, advanced words, basic words, words in English, right? Just words. But right now, I've told you words is not the answer. Words, they are a part of vocabulary. They're just one ingredient of the vocabulary. There are 6 other ingredients that you need to master that I've told you about in the video. So you have playlists. There are various lessons on vocabulary on the channel already. I suggest go check them out. Go check out all the vocabulary lessons, enhance your vocabulary through all the 7 ingredients, and become a perfect English speaker with a perfect vocabulary. So that's it for today. That was the lesson. Now I'm going to meet you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.